Hello, students. We are now past the midpoint of our course, Foundations of Learning, moving into week 5. And I just wanted to give an update and say how much I am enjoying the interaction with you. I appreciate those of you that keep me in touch. If there's anything going on that you need to email about, please feel free to do that. And as we have questions on assignments, please feel free to shoot me emails. I appreciate that because I don't want you to ever be confused. I want you to know what is going on. And as I get your questions, I will follow through and try to figure out the best answers to get back to you as soon as possible. Thinking about week 5, we first have the Writing Center quiz. So if you can go over the information about the Writing Center and then take that quiz. I understand there already is a question about the quiz, and I will try to get to the bottom of that. And then next is the next step on your Building Resilience essay. The essay itself is due in week 6, and so this is just that next step of building the essay. And if you can incorporate any feedback I give you this week in that next assignment of that essay, that will be helpful. So I will, in my normal pattern, grade your discussion board first, and then I'll move on right away to that essay so that you can have the feedback as soon as possible this week to incorporate as you continue to build that essay. The next assignment is to write another essay, and it's on integrity and personal management. And in order to write that essay, you have a choice. You can either watch the film Pursuit of Happiness, or you can choose someone who has been in the media or has been highlighted recently that you can analyze their personal management, their integrity, how they live their lives, and write an essay on that. So it's very well explained step by step on the course shell, and you can take a look at that. And again, if you have questions or that you want any explanation, please feel free to email me. The next one for assignment 5-4 is that you are to pick 2 people that you trust. Either they can be related to you, or they can be those that speak into your lives spiritually, but 2 people that are in close proximity to you that you can make a presentation to during week 8. And so what you need to do for assignment 5-4 is simply turn their names in on the assignment, and also print off a copy of the personal assessment questionnaire that you give to them. They will get that back to you by the end of week 6, and then as you build your presentation, you will know what they're thinking and how what their responses are to you, and you can build your presentation to answer some of the things that they have written about you. So it will help you if you look ahead to what the success action plan involves that is due in week 8. And you can be working on that as we go through these next weeks so that when we get to week 8, you are not too overwhelmed. So those are the assignments for this week. And then the discussion board this week is on motivation. What motivates you? Is it intrinsic? Is it things that are internal that you feel are important that motivate you? Or is it things from the outside? Is it people? Is it goals that are set that you aim for? What are the things that get you going, that keep you motivated, that keep you working on things? And to let your classmates know what those things are. So that's how the week lines up. And then the other thing I wanted to mention on the citations themselves, when you're making the citations, I know that sometimes is frustrating, maybe sometimes, maybe all the time to you, but it's one of the things that I think is important is that you get good information, and the site that gives you the best and most up-to-date information is that alenglishpurdue.edu site. There are a couple dots along the way there, and I will put that in the announcement this week, the written announcement, so that that is a place that you can be your go-to when you have a question on citations on just about anything in the whole world that you would want to cite. It will answer your questions there. And as I said, some of the other sites are not as up to date as the OWL site is. One of the things that might be interesting to you is that for Moody courses, there are people who are hired just to design courses. So the professors themselves, we receive the course and then we work within it to guide you through the course. But we ourselves, as professors, don't do the course design. So when something comes up, like a resource that you're using is not fully up to date on something, then I send a note back to Moody Distance Learning to see if we can do something about that and get a course updated, because I think the citation resources that you used for some of the assignments were not fully up to date. So I didn't take any points off for those things that if they were because of it's an outdated source that you use. Because one of the things that I've noticed is that the place of publication is no longer required in a citation, and neither is the format at the end, whether it says print or web or periodical. It doesn't have to say anything at the end. It can just get the period at the end. So that's the way that works. So, all right, we're making progress. We're into week 5 and past the midline of the course, and you're doing well. So keep that up, and I always look forward to getting on the discussion board and reading your comments and what you've written, your reflections. This is great. And again, share an experience, share an example, share something that takes our discussion somewhere. And also, it would be well for you to go back to your post to see what questions people have asked you. If you have a hanging question there, I think that's kind of disappointing. So look back and see what questions there are that people have asked you on your post, and we will all appreciate that. So thank you very much, and I look forward to being in contact. Take care.